Good morning. Hopefully you're doing really well. Today I am in beautiful Sussex. I'm just literally at the foot of Devil's Dyke, really. And above us is the remains of Edmonton Castle. And here we are at Fulking Escarpment. And today come to take you to a forgotten piece of industry. In fact, I can almost see it in front of me. So stay tuned. I think you're gonna like this one. Come on. Hello and welcome back. Well, what a little treat I've got for you today. If you didn't know already, this is a beautiful lime kiln. It's been restored. And we're on, as you saw, like Fulking. Careful how you pronounce that. And Edmonton Castle, the remains of it, is just up there, and actually probably not today for me, but in a future video we will do that because it's a beautiful remains of some mounds of this former castle, Norman in origin from memory. But we'll come back to that. And actually up there's some amazing other secretive history that we'll probably talk about at some other point. Not much of it remains, but yeah, when I was doing my research I didn't realise how many like little hidden former things were here. Not necessarily here anymore, but interesting. However, this is a beautiful lime kiln that has been restored. And actually there's a wonderful plaque here which I did have a brief read of, and it's actually amazing. It says Fulking's old lime kiln has been restored by the National Trust. What is a lime kiln? Chalk is burnt with charcoal and changed into lime, which has all sorts of uses. What you can see of the kiln is the brick face where lime was removed. As you can see, unfortunately it's been smashed. Behind this is a bottle-shaped hole, the kiln. And then the kiln was loaded with layers of chalk from the quarry behind it and charcoal, probably from Fursfield Woods, north of Edmonton. The kiln worked continuously. As lime was removed below, more chalk and charcoal was added at the top. Why make a lime kiln? Many of us have forgotten how important lime is. It would have been used throughout Fulking in mortar between flints and walls, plaster on walls, paint on the plaster, exterior whitewashing paint, Portland cement, improving fields of clay soils. The face of the kiln was restored using traditional lime mortar methods. The work was funded through the Environmentally Sensitive Areas Scheme and the support of the National Trust members from Brighton and Hove. There's a wonderful little depiction of how this would have operated. So as we said before, it would have been fed, the lime would have been fed through the top. Obviously the chalk from being taken away here, being fed through. There's our furnace, obviously putting in the charcoal as well. Obviously to create this incredible furnace, and then what remained of it would have been taken on horse and cart as lime, obviously in multiple different uses. And so this is the face of it. Isn't it beautiful? Now we've seen, try and get my teeth in today, we've seen very similar sites a lot on my channel. In fact, there's a really good one in Kent that we checked out a while back, and obviously lime was really important. What is really amazing, which I'm going to show you now, is if you look at the old maps, there's a wonderful depiction of this lime kiln and the chalk quarry that it backs up onto. The fact that was still in use in around the 1800s, I think that was. So it had been pretty much in its prime of when this sort of industry would have taken place. And it's nice to note that on that signpost they actually used the terminology industry So obviously, as you saw from the photo, there's our chalk workings behind, and they would have just literally taken it from there, come down, placed it in really easy. Really, it's like a form of conveyor belt, really, and we've sort of mentioned that before on these lime kilns, of how important they were, for the fact that really industrial sites anyway, everything really needed to be on the site just for ease of access. So again, you would have taken the chalk, come across, fed it through the top, boiled it down, obviously that huge furnace, and then the good old horse and cart coming down here on this old trackway, following it right the way back down. I'll just show you here. There you go. I love it. I think it's so important that we still have these things just here to remind us. I will properly show you. It's not, you know, we've seen more beautiful types of ones before, even though this is restored. But let's try and crawl in. There you go. Wow. I can imagine, as we've always said with these similar types of sites, the heat coming off of this would have been incredible. And again, on a day like today, wow, where it's very, very warm. Even in the morning, it's still really warm. You can imagine the heat from the embers. Just incredible, really, to sort of think. So we've got Devil's Dyke, which is over that way, not too far away. And then Edmonton Castle is trying to figure this out. I think it's round about over there. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. It's over there, it's right in front of us, just on top there, but I'm pretty sure it's behind us. In fact, yeah, I'm going to say almost categorically it's over us. But look at that, wonderful lime kiln. And the fact that this board really depicts it. We actually, when I first knew about this place, I was very aware that it was probably more, its primary function, should I say, would have been more to do with agriculture, because really in an area like this, surrounded by farms and countryside, it's not hard to imagine how important that lime would have been to help with the soil, obviously with the acidity of the soil, should I politely say, in an area like this. And again, if you're a local farmer, if you're a local landowner and you want to make a little bit of extra money, why don't you create your own little chalk works in your kiln? And again, for like centuries, they would have known about all of this chalk. Obviously the construction of it being turned into lime, like we said before, actually probably even if you went down into Worthing in Brighton, where we're sort of situated or close to, you can imagine some of the buildings, or most of the buildings, would have been actually made from the lime that would have been extracted from nearby here on the South Downs. So it all put into local context, you can really sort of paint a picture of this wonderful history. And it's no surprise that when you see a plaque like this, you know, fair play to the people, especially obviously National Trust and the environmentally sensitive areas scheme. You know, fantastic work, and I really do appreciate that they've put this beautiful board up and an amazing depiction, because obviously sometimes it's just really difficult to talk about it or to understand it unless there is stuff here, you know. But there you go. And I love the way they've called it industrial glory, because it really is, isn't it? It's an industrial glory, this. You know, there you go. Amazing. See if I can just quickly get up here. There you go. So you can see it really does cut in. You can probably walk up the side, but not today, however. I'm not really in the mood for climbing the sides of walls today. Beautiful though, isn't it? Well, look, there you go. Thank you so much for hopefully enjoying this video, more importantly, this once forgotten relic of industrial past. Hopefully you liked the video. Stay safe, everybody, and thank you as always for watching. There you go. One final look. Nature's out in full abundance today. Beautiful, isn't it? Well, in the immortal words of Phoenix History, thank you so much for coming along with me. Stay safe. Stay tuned for some more interesting videos. Much love to all of you out there. And because history matters. Doesn't it just? I think it does, doesn't it, today? Take care, everybody. Love to all of you out there. Feel free to spread the word of the channel. That would really be helpful for me. And take care, everyone. We'll see you very soon. Ready? You know the drill. Kapow.